Welcome back to Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show. Good day.
While the civil rights movement made great strides for so many people for many years, specifically in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, a disparity continued on one of the largest stages in the nation, the football field.
And now it's not unusual to see an African-American quarterback leading his football team on the gridiron. 40, 50, 60 years ago, that was simply not the case.
So you may know him from the Taylor Automotive Group or Broadcasting Sports in Northwest Ohio. Author of Black in the Pocket, Tom Cole joins us this morning. So good morning to you, Tom.
Great to be with you.
I like the name of that, Black in the Pocket.
Yeah, instead of back, but Black in the Pocket.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the history of quarterbacks, black quarterbacks. Really wasn't that common.
Yeah, no, you framed it very well. In the 40s, 50s, 60s, and into the 80s. I mean, you're thinking, today it's great. I think half the teams in the NFL will have a starting black quarterback this Sunday,
this season.
So that's great, but it wasn't like that. And what happened is there were great African-American quarterbacks in college. And then they would come to the NFL and they would hear the but. You're a great athlete, but you can't play quarterback. You're going to be a wide receiver, a defensive back, or a running back. And why? Why is this? Well, it's a difficult thing to say, but I tried to be honest in the book. There were a lot of old white guys that were, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. There were a lot of old white guys that were owners and coaches, and they held the beliefs that were so archaic, that, they wouldn't be able to lead the team, they wouldn't be able to learn the playbook, the other players wouldn't follow them, which was all bunk, totally bunk. But all these great athletes, great people, missed a lot of opportunities that they should have had. But then other people kind of push that ceiling or open those doors. And if you want, I give you you want a local flavor. By the way, I love the name Good Day.
Nice.
Can I get back to that for a second?
Yeah, I always like to have a good day here.
I love that, as opposed to the show that's Bad Day.
You're going to have a good day.
Hey, you're the host of Bad Day. But Chuck Ely, you're probably too young for this, but Chuck was a quarterback at the University of Toledo, right? Came from Portsmouth, Ohio. Notre Dame High School in Portsmouth, Ohio, not far away. So he quarterbacked, and he won every game at quarterback that he played in high school. Well, I played quarterback in high school.
Right.
I didn't win every game at quarterback, I had people putting for sale signs in my yard, Why don't you not play this week, No. But, so the University of Toledo, Coach Frank Lauterbur was a great coach, kind of an old Marine, kind of a tough guy, but a good guy. Got to know him pretty well. And they sent somebody to scout Chuck. Well, scouting in those days, in the early 60s, was a scout would go on the road, and he'd go see 4 or 5 people. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have, So this scout got to Portsmouth, Ohio late. The season was over. He missed it by a week. So he was there, and he thought, oh my gosh, I missed Chuck Ely. And one of the townsmen that he saw, well, he's playing basketball. They got a game tonight. So he went and watched the basketball game. Well, Chuck scored 33 points, and he made the last shot with 3 seconds. The storybook kind of thing. So the guy comes back and tells Lauterbur, said, I don't know if this guy can play football, but he's one hell of a basketball player. So to Coach Lauterbur's credit, he brought Chuck Ely in. Chuck had no scholarship offers at all. And he said, I'm going to give you a full ride.
Wow.
But, then comes the but again. We're going to move you to a defensive back, wide receiver, running back. And the kind of caliber and character that Chuck Ely had, I've known him for a lifetime. He's an incredible guy. Does great things in his community, by the way. He said, Coach, I appreciate the scholarship. But he goes, I'm a quarterback. And he said, if you give me that opportunity, I will win the job, and you won't be sorry. So to Lauterbur's credit, which a lot of other people didn't do, he said, okay, you've got the opportunity. He beat the kid out who was in front of him. He gets the starting job, and it's the longest win streak in the history of college football. They won 35 games in a row.
Amazing.
Miami got close one year. They got to 34, but no one will ever touch it now. And then he won 3 Tangerine Bowls. 11th in the Heisman Trophy in Toledo. 11th in the Heisman Trophy. Doesn't happen too often. And you'd think, okay, the NFL is going to come calling, right? Well, they did. They did their investigative interviews and things. But Chuck, you had a heck of a streak going there. But this is the NFL. You're going to be a wide receiver, defensive back, or running back. And Chuck told the NFL, hey, guys, see you later. I'm a quarterback. So he went to Canada And the first year in Canada, he won the Grey Cup, which is their Super Bowl. Played there for like 13 years, is in their Hall of Fame, and but it was tough for. It was really tough. It was unfair, but so many of these men open doors for the Patrick Mahomes of the world.
Right, and with Lamar Jackson, we were just talking about.
Jalen Hurts. So, 2 years ago, you had Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl.
You don't hear they can't win, right? You don't hear that, hey, the team isn't going to follow them. Heck yeah, I'll follow them. They're great, you know.
So why do you think it's time for this story to be told?
Well, I think, I taught history for a long time, and history tends to repeat itself. Well, it's not repeating itself now in the NFL. Obviously, there's good opportunity. But I think still today, and I would hate to say this, but I think there's some truth to it, that still there are people out there that, what did Martin Luther King say? It's the content of your character, not the color of your skin. And, I think there are probably still a few folks out there that, well, I don't think we can use her. I don't think we can use him. And that, as we all know, that should not be the case. So I think the more that people learn the history, it's not repeated. That people say, that's right. We have to do the right thing. We have to be fair and equitable to everyone and give everyone opportunities. There was a fellow you've never heard of because you're all too young. I'm the old guy here. His name was Sandy Stevens. Nobody knows him. I shouldn't say that. They know him in Minnesota. He went to Minnesota. And African-American quarterback. Minnesota's never won a national championship in football. Had never gone to the Rose Bowl. They were, So he got there in 59, 60, 61. But in his dorm room, he put up a picture of the Rose Bowl. Okay, and everybody who came into his room said, "Sandy, what's that doing there? Big picture of the Rose Bowl." He goes, "I'm going to take us there one of these days. We're going to the Rose Bowl." His own teammates laughed at him. I mean, you're crazy. We're not going to the Rose Bowl. Well, he took them to a national championship. And the first African-American quarterback to win a national championship, first African-American quarterback to win the Rose Bowl. And he did it. Just the belief, that, hey, I'm going to take you there. And he did. So there's so many great stories,
And you can get a book tonight and get it signed, right? Because you're going to be at Gathering Volumes in Perrysburg.
Denise Phillips. You know Denise. She does a remarkable job. It's a wonderful bookstore.
So come out 6 o'clock tonight in Perrysburg. Great information. Thank you so much, Tom, for being here.
Honored to be with you. I like good day as opposed to bad day.
Good day. It's a good day.
Thanks so much, Tom. Well, still to come on Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show. Some folks think they're just a pizza topping. Others won't touch them.
But mushrooms are all the rage right now, and there's more to them than just the white little buttons you sometimes see in the stores. Look at these guys. Wow. Kaylee Bauer celebrates National Mushroom Month next on Good Day.